You ate my pizza, Nick? How dare you? Oh my. There was a game update. I don't know what got updated, but there was an update. I'm here for the pizza and ass, and you're all out of pizza. Are you sure I'm all out of pizza? Because I'm pretty sure I'm all out of ass. Personally. Yeah, they just updated the game with 20% more, Wait, the newly created save data will be in a different format which cannot be loaded by previous versions of the software. Fucking alright. They just added more Coldplay. Oni-chan! Where's my pizza destiny?
I have another question for you. This
No.
one's a little bit harder than the first one.
No. Oh god, it's my favorite. It's spatial puzzles. My giga brain that is the best at spatial puzzles. I'm pretty sure it's that. Nope. I'm dumb. It's like when you go to school and you wrote a test and you wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night knowing that you got a question wrong.
Sam.
Yeah.
You're fucking talking.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one.
Are you sure? Because the last one was really hard. I mean, the whole platypus thing. I like how they just X out the one that you've already fucking failed on. Like, if I rotate this sideways and I slam that bitch in there... Oh, no, it couldn't have been that. It would have had to have been... Wait, can you even... This is 1, 2, 3 across? If I rotate that... Yeah, because if I rotate that sideways and slide that over, right? And it only goes over one block, but it finishes. No, that doesn't work. God, I love all the gifts that were given to me in my brain, but like it definitely min-maxed the fuck, where it stripped all spatial fucking logic. I'd be a horrible fucking engineer. Or carpenter, although I've done carpentry. I'm pretty sure it's gotta be the L block. Like, if you rotate this and move this over, you still need to have one extra row, and you stood the L up and slid it into the front, that... The front being, like, on the farthest side from our, from where we are. Does that... No, you wouldn't rotate it up, you'd have to fucking... No, that doesn't make sense either. Oh, not being able to physically move these around is gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, because that only goes over one block. But it'll be 2 on the face. Goes over 1 block, which means there's still 1 left. Which is why I thought the T-piece made sense in my head. That completes a 4x4 at the front. Oh yeah, but that also leaves a space at the bottom on the back, so that you wouldn't want to do it that way. I could just guess my way through this, but I'm actually trying to force my brain to fucking do this shit. Like, actually try to rotate this stuff in my mind. So... if I... what would be the best way to try to line this up for... and then It's so funny, every way I rotate these in my brain, it always ends up my brain going, oh, it's gotta be the fucking, T-piece. Like, can you feasibly just put these together and then it's just the top? This top square? No, it is the L piece. Did I gaslight myself? I gaslit myself. Rip.
Sam.
Yeah.
Rip. I gaslit myself. I said it was the L piece, and then I gaslit myself. Alright. It's fine.
The first one.
If this is also wrong, it's hilarious. Okay. Alright.
That's correct. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, my brain is terrible at that shit. It's real bad. And you guys have seen that over the years, all the puzzle games and stuff. My brain does not do that shit well, at all. Whatsoever. Alright. Now that we've been freed from the filthy grasp of homeschooling. Let's see what we got next. I mean, presumably they want you to rotate the pieces in your mind to see how they fit together to come up with the last piece. So if you rotated the second one and then slid them together, then presumably that L would technically be on the front that you can't see to make up the rest of it. But in my mind, when I did it and I chose T the first time, my brain was thinking that there's a 1 block gap in the top, and that what would be if we're facing at top left quadrant, that the T would slide in from the front to make up all 6 at the front and fill in that 1 block that's facing you, but that needs the L piece, not the T piece. I tried, yeah, to take the L, exactly. Oh no, I got the joke. It's not that hard to figure out take the L. Don't give yourself that much credit. Are we doing side missions? Only if I fucking feel like it. I'm not going out of my way. I did for like the first, you know, third of the game, you know, take on more and more side missions, but I haven't felt inspired in a hot minute. Oh, right, you wanted to see whatever that is. Oh, we're taking the old horse tranquilizers up there, eh? Hold on, I'll do this for Fox first. Whatever the meme this is gonna be. So you want me to run and then... Yeah, a little wrestling maneuver. Little body to body. Don't give yourself that much credit, says the man who can't handle Lincoln Logs. All right. Oh, did that bill go all the way through, Oh, good! I always wondered what the fall of Rome might look like. Now I get to watch it in real time. I'd use this, but I'm afraid it's gonna pick the wrong target sometimes in a group. And so, I've been avoiding it.
Order accepted. Thank you. Until we meet again.
Look at this guy. Oh boy. Every fucking pebble. Every pebble. Oh dear! Okay. Dude, this engine does mountains and shit so fucking well, it's kind of disgusting. Like, this is easily the best looking mountain range in a game I think I've probably ever seen. Which is just such a random flex for like a fucking game engine, but I mean, this shit goes very hard. We can't do that. We gotta go around. That ladder's holding on to something. It is, yes, I believe Drekka corrected me, Decima, not Decima. Oh no! This is fine. Don't move. This is less fine. So you might be wondering how I got myself here. Don't worry, I'm the best tricycle rider in the fucking West. Ignore that we're in the East right now. Oh, that didn't hurt shit.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Oh, here comes the hipster music.
I decide to live along the road, my little forest home. My tiny nest is built from twigs I
That's the place, huh?
Nailed it.
Oh. Hey. You actually made it here, huh? Or am I just imagining things?
Maybe I shouldn't have brought those tranquilizers.
Now check that cargo of yours. This cargo's looking pretty sweet. You're awesome.
Snuck in that ass at 4% damage. Hell yeah, brother.
Been waiting a long time for this moment. Go ahead and use your Cupid to get me online.
Would have given you plenty to talk. Would have given me plenty to talk about. What other name would he have other than Ridge Frost? We're really stretching on that one. That one's fucking... It's getting up there.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Connected to the network. Which means, in case you haven't heard, we've been seeing more instances of strange phenomenons. You know? After being alone all this, should be all set to hold down the fort. Oh, I've shared schematics for an oxygen mask with. Personally, I'd recommend you wear one at all times. Mother Nature won't show you any mercy around these parts. The biting cold and steep slopes will slow you down, or stop your progress altogether. Now would be a good time to make sure that you're fully prepared for the journey.
Oh yeah, I mean even Porter Bridges
Northwest
is
of here just posted a sub order for you.
a meme.
Something at the Ghost Mech factory's got them all hot and bob. In any, but that's keep on.
God, characters love fucking yapping in this. It's like listening to me, for fuck's sake. How does anyone do it?
75% milestone here in Australia.
Holy shit.
The next leg of your journey will take you to the
I'm gonna put these people on another fucking tab.
Once the remaining regions have been integrated into the network, the manifestation of a new plate gate is all but guaranteed. Marshal your strength to overcome the final hurdles and make this continent whole again. We're all counting on you.
Sam, Rainey's not doing so great. It might be more of a mental than a physical issue, but I'm honestly not sure. Do you remember the doctor from the Motherhood? We think she should be able to help ease Rainey's anxieties. It was Tommen's idea. We already reached out, and she said we could come visit anytime. Since the Motherhood's within the Chiron network, we can use the Magellan to travel there. Once you've made it back to the ship, just head to your
Wait, did
private
she just
room
say
and set
Magellan
up.
only?
You can use
She's
the
starting
ship
to
catch up
slip.
on
That's the
sea.
second time now.
But if there's anything you need to take care of before we depart, now would be the time to do so.
Sam, I'm contacting you via a different protocol. This private mode affords me a direct connection to you alone.
Wow, that's
Seems Drawbridge
normal.
has reason to suspect that APAC may have been involved in the production of ghost mechs. This possibility concerned me as well, so I conducted my own investigation. And
You can tell
that
it's fine
APAC's
because he's
underlying
red.
Technologies are iterations of an older Bridges framework. What I'm getting at, Sam, is that the guilty party is not APAC, but Bridges.
Clearly.
Which is to say, the UCA may also have some involvement with ghost mech production. This
Yes.
would perhaps explain why firearms and other weapons have become commonplace on the Australian continent.
Oh, I know.
The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture.
Tell me.
Americans first took up arms to liberate themselves from British colonial rule.
Uh-huh, preach
They
it.
retained the right to bear arms so that they might defend themselves against future government tyranny.
Yeah, that worked
APAC
out.
has no such designs, of course. But Higgs has used factories to obtain weapons in an attempt to subjugate the continent through violent action. And so, the people of Australia have, in response, been forced to take up arms in self-defense. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent.
It does have a habit of doing that.
Like the people with metaphorical ropes, the more essential sticks seem to become. This particular situation is one that I feared might come to pass, which is precisely why I determined that it must not be the UCA, but a civilian organization which takes the lead in expanding chiral infrastructure. But if the UCA is indeed somehow implicated in these events, it may dramatically alter the calculus. I realize it must be vexing not knowing what to believe, Sam. Should I learn more, I'll contact you at once. For my part, I have a favor to ask. I must insist you not disclose that we've been in direct contact. There's no telling who may be involved with what at this stage.
Order complete. Well done.
Right. It's been a while since you last taken up arms against tyranny. Fuck. Oh, you know what? Probably just grab this next meme, or is it on the Magellan?
Good to have you around, Sam.
Damn, the Magellan's in another friggin' area code. Here I go, definitely not telling everyone that I just had a direct line of contact with the sketchy president. Looks all geared up for democracy. Yeah, where are we diving, boys?
Good morning, Sam. The DH3 Magellan is currently docked near the Motherhood shelter. An escort arrived a little while ago to
Is this game of the year? No.
The doctor has requested to see you as well. Head on over whenever you feel ready.
It is a game of the year. I don't doubt that it will be on the list of Game of the Year candidates in many places. Theoretical question: if Expedition 33 didn't exist, is this game of the year? It goes further up the list. I don't know. Like, Expedition 33 is just an easy call because it's so clear cut. It's so far ahead of everything else that it's easy to say game of the year. If you remove Expedition 33, I don't think that any games that have come out thus far are so, so far ahead of any other in the short list that it would be like an immediate, this is the game of the year. Like, if Expedition 33 isn't there, it's Joseph Ferris's co-op game that I always forget the name of, and this, and Blueprints, and I think it's between, this and Split Fiction, that's the name. And, you know, if you're going for Pinky's Out game of the year, this probably edges out Split Fiction. But generally speaking, Split Fiction probably takes it in depending on the publication. But yeah. Unfortunately, Expedition 33 exists, and it's not a particularly close race. I think it's only a close race in the minds of people who are very much huffing the fumes of Kojima. Because in order to elevate this game above Expedition 33, you have to believe that the story, writing, characters, voice acting, at a minimum, and music at a minimum, are all above that of Expedition 33. That's what you have to prove to get it above Expedition 33, because functionally both of them in their respective genres basically nail it. So it's the intangible stuff on top that you're now arguing for, and how anyone could possibly in a million years believe that this game delivers its story and characters in a better way, or that those characters are delivered by their voice talent in a better way, or that the music is in any way approaching that, given that this is just a curated list of Kojima's, like, you know, tracks that he enjoys, which there's nothing wrong with that, but when Expedition 33 is 8.5 hours of wholly original god-tier music that hit #1 on Billboard classical music, it's not even close.
Snow. Huh.
Yeah, no shit. I currently don't have any real plans on doing the pizza deliveries or anything right now. I might get the itch to go and do a bunch of, like, side quest deliveries later, but not right now. As much as I'm sure you guys are chomping at the bit for whatever fucking Kojima meme is associated with it.
Close your eyes. It's okay. You can trust me.
Keep your eyes closed. You're not going to want to see that.
It's a healthy baby girl.
She's beautiful.
She certainly is. Okay, coming up on 3 minutes. Someone needs to go home. Okay.
There's waves.
Yes, they are. Your womb is connected to a beach. Now, open your eyes. Rainey, the child you're carrying is not dead. It's just that time has stopped in your womb. Your daughter and her mother are in perfect health.
But there's still no treatment, is there?
When the balance between our world and the beach is finally restored, you will give birth.
Speaking of which, hey Sam, could you go take out a Colossus by yourself with this toothbrush? Also, here's a nuclear bomb. You're not allowed to use it. Just know that if anything touches it, we all die.
So wait and have faith that you and your child will be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about you?
Someday I'll have a son, but until then I get to see him once a month. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Sorry, but would it be all right if I took another look at your pod?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll head back first.
The thing is, when I did my examination on your pod, I got the strangest feeling. The BB in that pod was there far longer than any typical BB. I'd like to check your pod's production number. If it's an official model, it'll have one inscribed on it.
I can tell you right now, there's no number written on it.
No, it wouldn't be on the outside. It would be inscribed on the inner wall. Now, you can't open a pod without endangering the BB's life, but there is a way that we can peek inside.
Oh boy. Here we go again. Everyone have PTSD from the baby, like, fucking coming out of the esophagus.
See? Right there. See, a pod's production number is a record of when the occupant was transferred from the still mother's womb. Sort of like a BB's date of birth.
Impossible. 11 years ago. On the very same day as the Void Out.
Lou's date of birth was 11 years ago.
And not just that, the serial number is BB00, which would make Lou one of the first test subjects.
Yeah, that would appear to be the case, yes.
If we scour the archives for any mention of BB00, there's a chance we might learn more about Lou's past.
You really should try and put this behind you. And digging up the past won't help.
I think it's time we...
The lighting is what fucking does it, eh? Visually? Like, the lighting in this is crazy fucking accurate. Like, wildly fucking accurate. It sells, like, all the textures and stuff, great work. Obviously, we got polygons out the fucking wazoo. But the lighting
Sam,
carries super hard and looks really good.
You should take a moment to see to any unfinished business before you commit to new operations.
I don't know what the Decima engine... I'm sure the Decima engine has some sort of inbuilt, like, scalers and stuff for scaling, you know, on consoles to performance mode and whatnot. I have no idea what the lighting system in Decima is or how they do it. How much of it is baked in lighting, how much of it is path, you know, well, not path traced in the sense that it's not going to be that extreme, but you know what I mean. Whether it's real-time calculated lighting or if it's baked in lighting or a combination of both, I really don't know, because it's other than Guerrilla, who handed this to Kojima for his use. There's no reason for us to know that much about it, because it's not a publicly accessible engine in the way that Unreal Engine 5 is. I want mine back. There's a PowerPoint on it? Oh, okay, there you go. Is this Zelda? Sure, yeah. Yes. How you doing, Alex?
Thank you.
In the place where I came from, no one gave birth to babies. They just stayed inside their mother's bellies.
Well, in our world, babies are born and grow up to be adults. Or at least they're supposed to.
It's only natural that Tamara wouldn't understand. After all, she was living in a realm of the dead. I wouldn't expect children to be born into such a place.
But Rainey's baby will be born, right?
In due time, of course. Isn't that so?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy who's beat a tooth,
Wait, she's supposed to be 7 months pregnant, right?
nothing seems to fit.
I mean, my God. That is going to be a very small child.
So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Oh, that was terrible.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So you'll be a mother who gives birth to her baby.
And I just can't.
Hideo Kojima's wet dream, Miox. Which is Zelda. That's Link right there. He's been on the booze hard for a few years and might have smoked too many cigarettes, but...
I've heard dogs with better tones.
Wait, do we have frostbite on our fingers? We might want to shower, because we all know that will fix the frostbite.
Hi, Sam. Tarman here. I'm pleased Rainey's feeling better. And now that that's settled, we're all set to continue linking up the continent. Your next main order requires you to retrieve some intriguing cargo. And for convenience's sake, we've decided to transport you to the mission area in the Magellan. Speaking of the Magellan, I think it's high time this old girl's weaponry got a bit of an upgrade. I've gotten in touch with a researcher based in South Fort Knott for this very purpose. I'll need your help, of course, but the details can wait until we get there. I'm sure you're eager to get underway, but the tar currents nearby have grown unstable. It's going to be a bumpy ride. As a safety precaution, I'd like everyone to assemble on the bridge before departure. Come and join us as soon as you're ready.
Aiden to the Lakers. Yeah, no, nobody should ever be happy about getting Aiden on their team. Because the reality is, the dude is one of the best unrealized talents, all of his own making. The man just does not fucking care. He is there, he is talented, and he does not want to use his talent beyond the absolute bare minimum.
So, operations at the Eastern Environmental Observatory are managed by just one man, all alone in the mountains. Must be terribly stressful. To survive in such extreme conditions, you cannot afford to let despair take root in your heart. Hope is an indispensable asset. Not to downplay the benefits of the cargo you brought, but the truth of the matter is that it won't make a difference for him that quickly. But what no doubt served to
I mean, the upshot is that you guys got him for only $8 million a year or whatever, so...
Porters can be bearers of light for those struggling in darkness. You'll not soon forget what you've done.
It's more about him being, you know, a poison pill in the locker room more than anything. That's the bigger problem, not the expense.
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to reestablish our connection with the network.
surge?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any other currents in our vicinity.
Unidentified object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact. What's wrong?
The rudder's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Roman, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper, and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action.
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent, now!
Too risky. We have no idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice.
Now we're in Delaware.
Open blast shields.
If we don't do something, it'll crush us.
Really? Look who it is!
Hold it! Hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When'd you start rolling with such a big crew, Sam? Settle. Settle. Unless you want me to blow her head off. Well. You roll back the clock and that old time fall soaked hide of yours, huh? You know I'm only here to get revenge on you and Sam. Rest of y'all really have no quarrel with, so, you know, you let me keep the two of them and y'all can fuck off.
It is Meogs, yeah.
All want to die together. Except for the fact that Sam's a repatriate, so can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pop him, he gets to watch me kill all y'all.
Look out, it's Elle Fanning from the top rope with the steel chair.
post-mech? So he's, what, Mecha Higgs?
Sir, this is fine. But I don't break that easy. So be it. It's gonna be that way. Y'all could all go down with the ship.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's
Why
head
is it
out,
up to
Sam.
me? We got fucking bitch in the shell over here that is apparently capable of just grabbing onto shit and disintegrating it.
And get ready to head out. If you can get it to let go and draw it away from us, we should be able to provide fire support.
Like,
We're counting on you, Sam.
they were frozen, FYI. I'm not talking about everyone else. I'm saying, why is this up to me? Right now. Elle Fanning's character, right? Tomorrow Never Dies. Great Bond movie. Is the closest thing to fucking God that we have in our party. Has already been shown in-game to be like a fucking combat beast against mechs and otherwise. She just soloed Higgs, Mecha Higgs, 80% of the way. And then just stopped. Just like, you know what? Fuck it. So like taking everyone else out of the picture, right? Like let's say Fragile can't jump or doesn't want to jump because she wants to go down with the fucking ship because, you know, she can only jump with whatever she sees as equipment, which is just her, you know, herself. And where does she jump to? The other side of the room? Like, even if that's, like, even if you take all that out. Why is it Sam, go suit up and take it on? Tomorrow, you just sit. And, you know, I don't know, ripen apples. Don't worry, Sam's got it. Don't have the special alloys. I should probably use that though, since I haven't crafted it yet, I don't think. Not that I remember, anyway. Sam can't really die, so maybe that's why? I mean, just because Sam can't die doesn't mean that he's the right man for the job. right? Like, we almost got put in a perpetual state of dying and rebirth and strangulation via small intestine. Like, there is no real great, like, if you didn't want the player to question why Tomorrow isn't aiding Sam in some of these more dire situations, you should never have shown her, like, 3 hours ago, in gameplay terms, longer if you've been doing side quests, to have already been incredibly proficient in combat, capable of teleporting herself around in the fucking tower, and doing horrible, horrible fucking damage in that cutscene to Mecha Higgs, to the point where if she just decided to, she could have just finished the job there, but stopped. Like, we haven't been given a reason, you know, to really not expect that at this point. Awesome! Just eat both of those with no recourse, alright. Ow! Oh, come on, dude. That's gonna be hard to do. I can't really aim this fucking thing well enough to do this. This is a horrible gun for this. Holy fuck. I'm fighting it, you dumb doll. Where the fuck is the next joint to shoot here? Oh, I just get to eat both of these again.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Great job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come
Of
back
course.
to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest.
How magnanimous of you. Okay. Well, that was an experience. Also, that was more or less just the same fight that we've done before already. Yeah?
Good morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the DH Magellan wasn't so lucky. The ship is unable to travel in its current state, but Tarman's doing his best to get us back in action. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies for repairs. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the situation. Afterwards, check the ship's delivery terminal to find out which part of the continent you'll need to link up next. The show must go on after all.
Alright, let's get cleaned up.
the entire crew is working hard to get the ship in working order. So let's follow their lead and do what we have to do. I don't really...
Really? You have nothing else to say? Nothing about Higgs, Mecha Higgs, tomorrow fighting Mecha Higgs, nothing. Nothing at all. Impressive.
So, how's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tar currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out? So excited. She's here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, it will unfortunately be some time before we can travel again. Nevertheless, putting our plans on hold is out of the question. We must...
A little bit underdressed for what they're doing, especially Fragile, who's out front. Yeah. A little bit.
Next objective is to link up South Fort Knot. Though you'll need to get another site online before that will be possible. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position after you've expanded coverage.
Yeah, we're back on track. DHV.
You'll need to operate without our support.
Used to it.
Rainey and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship.
Hand?
He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal as a precautionary measure. And bringing South Fort Knot into the chiral network will be necessary to do that. I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running, and that we mean to join you as soon as we can. It's just gonna take us a little while, that's all. For now, head to the Phantom Smith shelter and put him on the grid. The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
I've been trying to figure out how I describe Kojima's character, not writing, but like the dialogue and the mannerisms and the general. I mean, I've been trying to piece together what it feels like, or what it's, because it is unique for sure. Yeah. I think the best I can come up with is it feels like I don't know, it feels like Kojima only, like, if I don't know. It feels like Kojima loves movies so much, and he works so much, that the majority of how he has absorbed human interaction and how humans communicate and whatnot is almost explicitly through the lens of a camera. It's like the only way that I can justify how some of these scenes play out and how some of these characters behave, and you know, like, it's the only thing I can come up with is that, like, it's like it's like the most of what he has taken on as an understanding of human interaction is just everything that he's ever seen through a camera. And very little actual, like, human interaction. Everything is just so robotic, but dramatic. Even when neither roboticism or drama are called for. It's just all the time that. There's no peaks, valleys, anything. It's just like ones and zeros and through the lens drama at all times. It's very interesting. And it, you know what it kind of does in a game like this where the characters, they look really fucking good, but also the uncanny valley is frequently, like, super fucking high, is that the uncanny valley from the visual is being exacerbated by this robotic drama. It all feels very unnerving. Like, I don't at any point when I'm playing this game, I feel like I feel like I have a low-level fight-or-flight syndrome every time I watch a cutscene in this, and not because it's, like, super action-packed or some shit. It's just that, like, my brain is just feeding me, like, this is weird information 24/7 with this game. It's a very odd. I don't think I've ever experienced that in a game before. You know, with the exception of perhaps Death Stranding 1. And again, I haven't played a bunch of the Metal Gear games all the way through, so I don't know if this is necessarily the case there, or if Metal Gear was like, I don't know, in a weird way, Metal Gear feels less in a crazy, like, which is not going to make sense, but even more disconnected from reality in a way that all the Hideo Kojima-isms feel okay, like they belong there. And then here, there is some earnest attempt to ground this in reality in a way that was not necessarily the case with Metal Gear Solid. And so you end up like, it becomes way more noticeable. If that makes sense. Oh, of course, yes, BT territory. Magical. Alright, we're gonna go up here, we're gonna do the ridge line. We're gonna try to. Otherwise, we might be able to just speed through there, but maybe not. All right. This is gonna be like a snowstorm situation or some shit in it. Oh boy, whiteout. This is totally safe, right? It's the circle of life. and it moves us all. I mean, listen, it's kind of fucking hilarious that you can get stuck on a tiny little rock, but then I can climb this bitch like a fucking mountain goat. Is our kingdom. Alright, we're going down there. Now I just have to get down this without dying. The circle of showers. This is fine. Everyone relax. This is fine. Still the most annoying fucking thing in the world. Where the fuck is the last one?
You've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Okay. I don't think I can climb back up there, so I'm gonna have to go through Okay. What the fuck? The stuff that, like, damages these packages is so fucking odd. Like, look at that lighting. Super fucking accurate. Crazy good. Crazy fucking good. We should just be training people to use the Decima engine. As far as I'm concerned. Like, are you kidding me?
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope. Hey. Good morning. Hey.
Just blind.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility ground.
Nailed it.
Risking your life to cross snowy mountains is a lot to ask of anyone. And rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else's stuff, that's going above and beyond. You're one hell of a guy, seriously. Sit tight. I'll confirm the contents of your cargo right away. This degree of wear and tear is fine. You did a great job getting it here.
Damn, really? From what? After we picked up the cargo, we just kind of drove here.
I really can't thank you enough. I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Interesting. Whatever.
online. Accordingly, I was able to analyze the cargo you just dropped off. Seems it was developed with the aid of an unknown technology, which I've taken to calling ghost tech. From what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation on a specific wavelength. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research that leverages this principle. The chiral radiation it generates can pass through objects without destroying them. Practically speaking, this means you can incapacitate enemies hiding behind walls and such. It should also deal damage to BTs and mechs as well. It's pretty powerful as far as ranged weapons go. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Makes a lot of noise, too. Gotta think before you fire. You know, even I've heard stories about Higgs and his plans. So if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop him, that'll make my day. And if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knott, you should be able to get some new and improved tech to help you out. There's a lot of other folks on this mountain doing specialized research. If you bring them onto the chiral network too, I'm sure they'll hook you up with all kinds of goodies. Thanks again. You've been a big help. Definitely couldn't have managed this on my own. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Higgs and his future plans. So I'll be rooting for you to keep on doing what you can to make things better for us all. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with that, but I'm willing to give it a try. Anyway,
holy fuck, Olympic goddamn yapping, Jesus.
Sam, apologies for the
These are the people that say, anyway, thanks for, and you think they're gonna wrap it up, and then they speak for 20 more minutes.
I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knott and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
Question. So, does this story, whatever the fuck you want to call it, kind of hinge on Higgs, being chaotic evil? Or chaotic neutral? Where, like, he's really only interested in Sam and Fragile? Because if he was really concerned with only Sam and Fragile, two things. One, why in the fuck is he fucking with literally everywhere on the map in the fucking world right now to some degree, but specifically here? And two, wouldn't he just, like, once we connect, let's say, this place to the chiral network, wouldn't he just pop his ass up inside here and, like, kill everyone? And then just, we don't have access to this person anymore. I mean, if he can pop up on the DHV Magellan, or in a random fucking weapons facility, or out in the middle of a fucking mountain region, I mean, what's stopping him from just popping up inside of here and just offing people? Important people. The ones that are making all this shit run in the background, that we're going out of our way to bring into the fold, and every time we do, we likely extend the reach in which Higgs can actually get access to them. Like, it feels like the whole thing hinges on
that end, you should pick up the next main order
his
from the Phantom Smith's delivery terminal.
Just chaotic nature, only being interested in it, in this small group, but not being smart enough to undermine everything in a much easier fashion. Like, we're not here, he's teleporting all over the place. He could just go to, like, West Fort Knott right now and just murder everyone. And this whole operation's fucked. Sounds a lot like a plot point from the original Metal Gear Solid. In the confines of Metal Gear Solid, yeah, go ahead and you can talk about it. This just sounds like fucking like this whole thing like hinges on an extraordinary amount of ego and hubris, like putting blinders on. Even though he's still thinking tactically with, you know, arming the locals and everything else.
Unable to obtain additional data from the DHV Magellan. Updating it.
LOL? Wait, I thought I was down into the last couple of blood bags. Why in the fuck am I not able to put that in? Don't worry about it. Right, I don't suppose anyone left a big old bitch behind, did they?
Hydration recommended.
Suck it, bud. In the original Metal Gear Solid, there's a plot point where, or there's a point where you have to gather three key cards to progress. Very early on in the process of this, it becomes pretty clear that you're being tricked by the bad guy to do this because that helps their goal. But you really have no choice but to do this as you go through the game. And of course, Snake, a super soldier who has supposedly A near Mensa IQ never figures this out until it's done. Of course. Sounds about right. Oh, we're going through bad guy territory. Talking. Just don't die in the fucking water. Why were you still burning battery? Really? Why was it still choosing to, like, just chew through battery after I had stopped it from, like, being on full sprint. Hate to do this to you, Drekka. That should be enough. The more... Metal Gear Solid games are about military actions, which by nature are just going to be more movie-esque than a game about package deliveries, so you would probably expect more intense quotes. They're older, from the era where games were entering 3D, and that was something people hadn't seen before. I think the jankiness of dialogue was easier to overlook. Well, yeah, I mean, for sure. Age helps. Just leave it on the damn trike, you dumbass.
Well, hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely fashion.
On a different note, Ironheart has fully released and it's hot ass as expected. What the fuck is Ironheart?
Marvelous. This is an absolutely impeccable condition. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough thanks to you. Go ahead and connect your Cupid.
Marvel TV show? Remember the girl from the Black Panther movie? No. Actually, no. Oh, it's a TV show for her? Okay. Ah, of course, Pierre Southern.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
On the network at last, eh? I've been waiting for this moment for so very long. This should enable me to increase the pace of my research into new defensive solutions. As for the cargo you brought me, it's the culmination of the Phantom Smith's recent efforts. I applied a few finishing touches, and voila! I can now share with you the data for a chiral cannon.
Oh boy.
It's a devastatingly powerful weapon that can be mounted onto pickup off-roaders. You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs as well as ghost mechs. Which might come in handy, since it's not just armed survivalists that have been sighted recently. It's ghost mechs too. It's hard to say, but Higgs might be up to something. So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited to dealing with his minions. Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against BTs and mechs. Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so please use it wisely. In addition, I'm happy to share some new pickup off-roader tires that will significantly improve its traction. You can swap them in and out as you like when customizing your vehicles. I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. Thank you again for your help. I'll be sure to continue...
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have
You
grown
just leave it
bolder
at
and
thank
more
you for your help, bro.
But I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your comrades will finish what we've started, and to prepare for what's to come. I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode.
Couldn't tell.
To talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patrons' funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
You know, as we all know, private companies always have the best interest of the common person. So, who better? Send in Walmart. We need the private organization, Avengers. We need Amazon. We need Walmart. We need Costco.
Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood.
Good answer.
The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records.
Classified.
To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know...
Uh-oh, look out.
My fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic.
You don't have time for this.
It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
Okay. We have got to be coming up on one of a few exceedingly lengthy exposition dumps. Like, that's coming.
That sure look... That's a groovy pair of...
Pierre Southern of South Fort Knot, was it? To think his mentor was instrumental to the development of the DHV Magellan's propulsion systems. One could go so far as to say that he's one of our vessel's many fathers.
It's gotta be coming eventually.
Thank you for coming. Day after my child. You're the father.
Dude, Sam can't even escape his friggin' For the Streets X after they're all dead. Like, he's still catching this shit.
Feels good.
Hello, Sam. Feeling rested and refreshed? I finished preparing your next delivery for you. The equipment to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry. You'll find it utilizes cutting-edge technology, the fruits of our recent research. Oh, and my mentor also asked that you deliver a hearty good day to Tarman. Anyway, take on the main order and pick up the cargo.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV Magellan's provenance. While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts, just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant transactions as well. This only increases the likelihood that Charlie has connections to the UCA. Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. In which case, these actions may have actually been the work of APAC. If everything, including the extension of network infrastructure, was simply a pretext for territorial expansion, then it's plain our company has made a grave error. Further investigation is warranted, but that
I mean, I heard that Australia have weapons of mass destruction and oil.
This is a delicate situation that requires caution, and we cannot afford to ignore the threat that Higgs poses either. As such, your best course of action is to continue to undertake main orders and prioritize linking up the remainder of the continent. As always, I will contact you if and when I learn more. Don't let us down, Sam.
Sharks with laser beams on their frickin' forehead. Holy fuck. Alright, who's got a fancy one in here? Oh, look at that, he's all upgraded and shit. Bless him.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. Shall we? Shall we?
Sam, it's Deadman. Hartman is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Cord Bridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified, and now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB-00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB-28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB-00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition.
I'm shocked.
And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place then.
Shocked, I say. Shocked.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Let the memes begin! I see some bitches over this way. Invariably. Thank you for killing all my momentum as I try to go up this hill. Oh, it's red. Oh, even better. One sec, love. I'm currently being accosted by a dickhead. How you doing, babe? Yes, if you want, you can take them out. They should be completely thawed now. Just rinse them off in the sink. And just pat them dry with some paper towel and put them on another sheet with some tinfoil just to sit there, and then I'll come up and I'll put them all together and get them ready. Okay? Yep. Hey, what's up, Killer Indy? How you doing? You know, this autocannon thing, I have yet to actually see it shoot anything, so that's been useful. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how that thing works. Entirely possible. I'm gonna make a pit stop here to get some juice.
The thoughts I tried to sway with love behave. I'm waiting for you to be later. Wait.
It's true. It's true. Lo-fi beats to run over kangaroos to.
Gotcha. Hook that one. Snag it.
This automatic collector thing is kind of terrible.
Welcome back, Sam. Just give me a moment to... Truth, Sam. This cargo's in flawless condition. You're in a class of your own.
You're damn straight. The song is Rolling Over. Or no, sorry. Is it Rolling Over and then and the band's name is Low Roar?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. Feel free to use it.
I don't want your giant box of porn. All right, I'm already dealing with Drekkas. Why would I want? What in the? Why would I ever want that?
For immediate use, and look into making improvements to the other armaments as well. It what? Anyway, thanks.
Why would I ever want
Sam,
that?
Your next objective will also be your last. Terminal Fort Knott. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the Southern Environmental Observatory. It's safe to assume that this final step will be the most challenging yet. For now, you should rest in the private room to ensure you're well prepared for what's to come.
Holy shit. I'm gonna post this 'cause it's kind of funny. Game dev relevant. Posted in public gen. On Discord. Will this be too many polygons for a game or will this be okay? It's a picture of like a sneaker. You literally can't distinguish where one polygon starts and another starts. There's like 3 million fucking tries in the fucking thing or more in that one shoe. Okay. Give me a few minutes, guys. I'm just gonna sit in the vehicle so that you guys don't get too much Coldplay. And then I will return. I gotta go and just prep some dinner to go in the oven. And then we will continue. I want Coldplay though. Unfortunately, I'll die of friggin' frostbite out there right now, so you'll have to do without.